you are the citizen of modern India. A very good evening to all the modern citizens of India sitting in this room. Even I felt the same as you are feeling right now until just 8 days ago. 8 days back, it was merely a Saturday, and I went with my mom to the market to purchase certain groceries. And there I was purchasing the groceries with my mother, and my eyes fell upon a few shops away to a friend. Excited as ever to say hi, I was about to say hi when my mother caught my hand and said, "No." "But why do you think so?" she said. "I'll tell you later." She quickly purchased the groceries and we hurried back home. But as we were walking, I just couldn't digest that. I said, "Stop." And as we were out of the earshot, "Tell me, why didn't you even let me to talk to my friend?" She said, "Last week, I went with my friend to a mall and I saw this friend of yours wearing a short dress, walking hand in hand with a boy." "What's the great big deal then?" "The deal? She was ruining her family's honor. Boys and girls are not meant to be together. Furthermore, but what's the harm in this too?" And then she said, "Like the needle of the compass always points to the north, a society's accusing finger will always find a woman. And what will the society say for her? That the girl is of a loose character." And I was left speechless. I didn't know how to reason with her, and I preferred silence over chaos. And we started back to home. And as we reached the house, my mother straight away opened the house and went straight away to the prayer hall just to ignite a diya to Lord Krishna. She had been an ardent devotee of Lord Krishna since then, and I was full of emotional onslaught. I couldn't know how to vent out my feelings. And I just straight away went to my mom and said, "Who is this lady who is standing with Lord Krishna?" She was shocked and asked, "Isn't she her lover?" And we said, "Enough is enough. I'm not going to hear even a single note. The generation of yours is simply like that. Talking about things which are trash, thinking yourself even to be above than the God." Perhaps this was the paradox. And I was left standing at the beauty of this incredible situation I was caught in. And then my mind went to wonder. On one hand, we worship the major deity of the Hindu pantheon, Lord Krishna, with his lover Radha and not his wife. Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe is the chant that reverberates to the holy streets of Vrindavan. On the other hand, we just hunt down such couples who are trying to make love by forming the anti-Romeo squads. Aren't we paradoxical? We celebrate Ras Leela and we shun the couples time. And this is the paradox. We don't practice what we preach. We even don't follow our very own laws, who are our role models. Raise your hand if you have heard about the Vatsyan's creation, Kama Sutra. Raise your hands if you all have heard about or seen the temples of Khajuraho. Kama Sutra was the world's very first treatise on love, sex, eroticism, written in 3rd century BCE. And even today, coming back here in year 2020, 1800 years hence, we talk about such matters in hushed tones. What is this paradox? And let me tell you about the temples of Khajuraho. Mind it, the temple walls of Khajuraho are sculpted with relief sculptures showing deities making love, women celebrating their womanhood, and even more so, there's depiction of LGBTQI plus community. Now tell me, in today's era, we need to have talks about feminism to grant women the right to expression. We needed the abrogation and even modification of Article 375 to grant the homosexuals the right they had in the past. And these are the big things that we're talking about today. Let's talk about the basic things that is clothing. We often mock at women who is wearing skate dress. Why? Because we consider only sari to be a traditional and covered outfit. But let me tell you, this wasn't the case 200 years ago. 200 years ago, men and women would dress according to the climatic conditions. And men used to wear a dhoti, and women used to drape a simple sari, an unstitched piece of cloth. But when the British the apostle of modernity, ideas of civility, liberty, stepped on Indian soil. They said, women are dressed in a revealing way. They need to be civilized. And hence, from now on, women will wear a blouse and a petticoat. And hence, a very simple garment that women wore according to the climatic conditions according to the country. Because no one was there to judge them. Now, became a garment of conservative ideas that has evolved today. Perhaps this is the problem that we face today. It easy to point a finger to the third person, not seeing that the other four turn back at us. Now raise your hand if you've ever faced a similar situation where your ideas did collide with your parents, grandparents, anyone. Now tell it truthfully. Raise your hand if you've ever tried to even reason with them that you're not saying that. Perhaps the scene is in front of you. When this situation came up to me, even I preferred to have a silence because I wanted to avoid the chaos. But when I stand here and analyze the situation from today, I see that my mother was at the fault. It is the mindset that has been killed in since childhood about the socialization, the culture and the society. And that day when mother had lit the diya at the puja place, I said, and I saw the flame, I said, this ignited the fire within me. I had the fire within me to spread this word of change to the entire world. And today, the modern Indians, I want to spread this spark within you all. Just try to spend a few minutes with your loved ones. Whether it's your parent, grandparent, spouse or a friend, just spread this reason with them. Just sit with them and spread the spark of modernization. Instead of stepping forward and rushing towards the modernization, it's time to step back, break the silence and spread the spark of reason towards the modernization of India in 2020. Are we all ready for the change?
Yes.
Thank you so much.